You would be surprised how often I get this question. The answer is yes, and yes, within reasonable bounds. Doesn't that sound like a lawyer-like answer? So often, someone such as yourself is appalled as they have been ripped off and taken advantage of. You think you're better than that, not in the sense of being above it, but that you're more cautious and careful in your circumstances, in your dealings, and in your judge of character. But when you are ripped off in a fraudulent transaction, typically the person who did it is very skillful, has studied you and people like you, and makes a business of preying upon people with assets. And they're all obviously very likable, and they know how to engender your trust, be it through dealings at the club, be it through a church or a civic organization, or through a trade group, or through politics. It can come in any facet of life. So the techniques we use to insulate you once you understand you've been ripped off and you've gone far enough to secure a judgment, if at that point you want privacy, oftentimes we can assign the judgment to a specific purpose entity that houses nothing else other than this judgment. And we can, at varying levels of depth, insulate the ownership. Depending on the structure we use, who owns the entity has differing levels of disclosure in differing forums, by which I mean different secretaries of state or different courts. So that's the short answer to your question. But you're certainly not alone in being concerned. Sometimes people don't mind having gotten their judgment, but they're concerned about some of their social colleagues, seeing them as too litigious or overly litigious. Other times, I've had clients who say, that fellow ripped us off for a few $1 million and he tangled with the wrong people, and I don't mind who knows about it because, my God, we're going to get our recovery and we're going to put that SOB in jail. I get clients like that, too. And so I try to be flexible in meeting the needs of our clients.